So hello folks, a very good afternoon, very good evening, as well as good morning to whoever been watching at different time period. I welcome you all to this another session regarding new cyber attack, um, which actually been into the channel. Okay, been into the notification of every analyst or every cybersecurity professional. What actually the malware is, what actually the attack is all about. So in the recent news, or you can say new Chameleon Android malware missing banks, governments, and crypto apps. So a new kind of malware which is all about Chameleon Android malware. Okay, so it usually changes its color, right? So a new Android malware, okay, new Android malware called what? Called what? Chameleon, which has been targeting users in Australia and Poland. Okay, since the start of the year, since the beginning of the year, making the coin spot cryptocurrency exchange and Australian government agency and also in the KIO banks. Okay, so then after the mobile malware was discovered by cybersecurity crimes. Okay, cybersecurity crimes by CYBLE Kaiba. Okay, so which usually starts reporting seeing distribution throughout the compromised website. Okay, which starts discord attachments and also bit buckets hosting servers. Okay, hosting services. And also what actually Chameleon does is that Chameleon usually includes a wide range of malicious functionality and includes stealing users credentials through overlaying injection. And we must also have to keep in mind that what actually this injection is all about. So it usually gives an overview of overlaying injections and also keep logging cookies and SMS text from the infected devices. This actually done by whom? This actually done by the new malware, Jamalon malware. So basically when we start focusing on the things, right? So on focusing on upon the launch of malware performance, variety of checks and also from evaded detection and security teams. Okay, software. So it actually what it does is that here you can see how actually the accessibility in Android devices usually starts retrieving by what requesting permission to use the accessibility services, how actually it starts assessing the different kinds of websites. Okay, so these checks usually includes what? Anti-illumination checks and also used to detect if the device is rooted. Okay, and debugging is activated, and it starts increasing the likelihood that the apps is running in an analyzed environment. Okay, so this is how actually the stipulation of new Android malware starts targeting the devices. If the environment, okay, if the environment clean and the infect continues, and the chameleon requests the victims to permit it to use the accessibility of the services, which is abused to grant itself the additional permissions and also disable Google Play Store Protect and stop users to uninstall these things. Okay, so this is how actually the new malware usually been detected. So if you start giving the permission, it starts doing those activities which need not to be activated in different apps. Okay, so here is also been written next, depending on what entity the malware introspects. Okay, impersonates, very crucial word. The next, depending on what entity the malware impersonate, it opens to legitimate URL in a web viewer and also start loading the malicious modules of the background. So all done in what? In background. So we have abstraction, we have encapsulation, right? So those usually runs in the background. So here this include cookie stealer, keylogger, and injector of phishing pages. And also we have to keep in mind a lock screen, PIN pattern grabber, and an SMS stealer too. Okay, so that can catches, okay, some one-time passwords, we can even say, and also helps the attacker bypass 2FA protection even. Okay, so this is how actually the activities been performed. Okay, so when we discuss about most of these data stealing systems, okay, which basically been relying on the abuse of accessibility and services, okay, to work as a required, allowing the malware to monitor the screen content, okay, and also monitor a specific events, intervene, okay, and to modify the interface elements, and also sends API called as needed. Okay, so this is how actually the performance been observed. Okay, so this is how actually the code is been executed in the background itself. So it is also been written that abuse of accessibility services to retrieve lock screen password. Okay, so it also does that. Okay, the same system services is abused, okay, to prevent the uninstallation of the malware, identifying when the victim attempts to remove the malicious app, and deleting its shared preference. Okay, deleting its what? Shared preference variables to make it available or to make it appear as if it's no longer present in the device. Okay, so this is how actually the code is been performed in the auto delete shared preference module. Okay, so when we discuss about the whipping of the shared reference files, forcing the apps to re-establish the communication with the C2, the next time it usually launches. Okay, the next time what it does, it usually launches but prevents its uninstallation and make it harder. Okay, for researcher. Okay, so this is how actually the uh, things which are been observed in the new malware.